How to fix games opening in background, but appearing on screen late. Welcome back to Teknobalta. If you are launching a game and noticing that it takes forever to actually appear on your screen, you are not alone. Our team found that this issue often involves the game launching silently as a background process before the graphical interface finally loads. Today, we are going to walk you through a comprehensive set of solutions to eliminate this frustrating delay. First, we need to confirm if the game is actually stuck in the background processes list. Press Ctrl-Shift-S to open the Task Manager and scroll down to the Background Processes section. Look for your specific game client, such as Roblox, to see if it is running there without an active window. While in the Task Manager, observe the disk and CPU columns to see if they are pinned at 100%. High disk usage often indicates that your storage drive is struggling to load the game assets into memory. This is a massive bottleneck that delays the on-screen rendering. During our testing, we verified that running heavy modern games on an older mechanical hard drive, or HDD, is the primary cause of this severe delay. HDDs simply lack the read and write speeds necessary to load massive game files quickly. Because of this, the game executable launches in the background, but waits for assets to load before showing the display. To permanently resolve this hardware bottleneck, we strongly recommend upgrading to a solid-state drive, or SSD. Even a budget-friendly 240GB SSD dedicated solely to your games will drastically reduce these load times. Moving your game installation to an SSD ensures the application window appears almost instantly. If you cannot upgrade your hardware immediately, you can force Windows to allocate more resources to the game. Open the Task Manager, right-click on the delayed game process, and navigate to the Details tab. Right-click the executable again, hover over Set Priority, and change it to High. Windows sometimes tries to heavily optimize full-screen applications, which ironically causes delayed startup times. Locate your game executable file in its installation folder and right-click it to access properties. Navigate to the Compatibility tab and check the box labeled Disable Full-Screen Optimizations, then click Apply. A lack of system permissions can also force a game to stall in the background while it waits for authorization to access certain system files. While still in the Compatibility tab of the executable properties, check the box to run this program as an administrator. This grants the game immediate access to the resources it needs to launch properly. Windows might be throttling your CPU to save power, directly delaying the game launch sequence. Press the Windows key, type Choose a Power Plan, and hit Enter to open your power settings. Select the High Performance or Ultimate Performance plan to ensure your components run at maximum capacity during game initialization. Real-time antivirus scanning often intercepts launching games, scanning every single file before allowing the window to appear. Open Windows Security, navigate to Virus and Threat Protection, and click on Manage Settings. Scroll down to Exclusions, click Add or Remove Exclusions, and add your entire game folder to the whitelist. Accumulated junk files in your system directory can slow down background processes and application launches. Press Windows and R to open the Run dialog, type %temp% and hit Enter. Select all the files in this folder and permanently delete them to clear out conflicting cache data. A corrupted shader cache will force your graphics card to rebuild shaders in the background, keeping the game hidden from your screen. Open the Start menu, search for Disk Cleanup, and select your primary Windows drive. Check the box for DirectX shader cache and click OK to purge the old files. The Xbox game bar is notorious for hooking into games during startup and causing background freezing. Go to Windows Settings, click on Gaming, and toggle off the Xbox game bar completely. This prevents the overlay from interfering with the initial rendering of the game window. Although game mode is designed to help performance, Our analysis showed it can sometimes deprioritize the initial launch sequence of older titles. In the same Gaming Settings menu, navigate to the Game Mode tab on the left. Toggle Game Mode off and restart your computer to see if the launch delay improves. Applications like web browsers can consume massive amounts of RAM, leaving nothing for your launching game. Check the Task Manager for heavy background applications and close them before launching your game. Freeing up system memory allows the game to transition from a background process to an active window much faster. When your physical RAM is full, Windows uses your storage drive as virtual memory, which is incredibly slow on an HDD. Search for View Advanced System Settings in the Start menu, click Settings under Performance, and go to the Advanced tab. Click Change under Virtual Memory, uncheck Automatic Management, and manually set a higher initial and maximum size. Corrupted or missing game files will cause the launcher to hang endlessly in the background while attempting to read them. Open your game launcher, such as Steam or Epic Games, right-click the game and go to Local Files Properties. Select the option to verify the integrity of game files to download any missing data. This feature shifts task scheduling from the CPU to the GPU, but it can cause compatibility issues with certain game engines upon launch. Open Windows Settings, go to System, then Display, and click on Graphics Settings at the bottom. Toggle Hardware, Accelerated GPU Scheduling off, and reboot your system to apply the changes. Outdated GPU drivers fail to communicate properly with the Windows Window Manager, keeping the game hidden. Visit the official website for NVIDIA, AMD, or Intel to download the absolute latest driver package for your specific graphics card. During the installation, choose the custom option and perform a clean install to wipe away old, conflicting profiles. Third-party software services might be conflicting with the game executable right as it tries to open. Press Windows and R, type msconfig, and hit Enter to open the system configuration window. Go to the Services tab, check Hide All Microsoft Services, click Disable All, and restart your PC to test the game in a clean environment. If all else fails and you are still experiencing the background hang, the installation itself might be deeply fragmented. Uninstall the game completely through the Windows Control Panel to remove all registry entries. Reinstall the game directly onto your fastest drive, preferably an NVMe SSD, to ensure the absolute shortest load times possible. To maintain peak operating system health, it is vital to regularly check your core Windows files for corruption. Open the command prompt as an administrator, type sfc/scanno, and press Enter. This built-in tool will automatically scan for and replace any damaged OS files that might be delaying your application launches. If the SFC scan finds errors it cannot fix, you will need to repair the Windows. In the same elevated command prompt, type dism/online/cleanup. Let this process reach 100% to ensure your system registry, and don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.